Hello, this is Tony Brown Pendergraft of the Pendergraft firm, and today's video is how long does a landlord have to sue a tenant in Maryland? So I recently shared a blog post that I wrote on how I collected unpaid rent from tenants in Maryland, and one of the questions that I was asked was how long does a landlord have to sue a tenant? And I said I'd do a video on it. So here we are. I'm about what I say, I guess. But first, I have to give a quick disclaimer, actually. So this is legal information. This is not legal advice. So you can rely on it at your own peril. Now, if you would like legal advice, you can contact an attorney in your jurisdiction. If you are, or contact a local attorney. And if you are interested in speaking with me, you can check the description for how to get into contact with me. So before researching this topic, I always thought that the answer was 3 because of Maryland's, default rule, or Maryland's default rule on its statute of limitations, which I have pulled up in front of you right now. So this is Maryland Courts and Judicial Proceedings Code, Section 5-101. I'll go ahead and read it for you. So, a civil action at law shall be filed within 3 years from the date of the cruise, unless another provision of the code provides a different period of time within which an action shall be commenced. Oh, by the way, if you would like to follow along, I do have this. I have a link to this rule in the description. Any other sources, I'll have those in the description or down below as well, so you can feel free to follow along and I don't know, interpret the law yourself, I guess. So so this is why I always thought that the best answer was 3 years, but it may not actually be the best answer. So as you can see, I have unless here highlighted. So that indicates that there are, exceptions to this rule. And that would be if another provision says that, hey, in this case, it's not 3 years, it's 7 years, or whatever those exceptions may be. So that said, so what I had to do, the issue here became, are there any exceptions that are applicable to landlord-tenant situations? So I had to search and see if there were any rules or that would I guess in essence trump or replace this rule. So I had to search, because I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys accurate information. So I did, and I came across this rule here. This is Maryland Commercial Law Code, Section 2A-506, and here's how it reads. An action for default under a lease contract, including breach of warranty or an indemnity, must be commenced within 4 years after the cause of action accrued. So I think, I should have highlighted lease contract here. Let me go ahead and highlight that right now. Let's see. We're gonna make it purple. Boom. There we go. So a default, an action for default under a lease contract, and then we skip over here, must be commenced within 4 years after the cause of action accrued. So in the scenario where there is a lease contract, it looks like where there's a lease contract, the statute of limitations is actually extended to 4 years. So but that will be, I guess, provided you are suing for default under the lease. So I'm not sure exactly what else you would be suing for in a landlord-tenant issue. I mean, who knows? Maybe you want to sue your tenants for, I don't know, slander or something. But which that probably wouldn't apply here. So that said, so that is this exception here, which I think would apply to most, or perhaps I should say many, landlord-tenant cases where, again, where I think that that this exception will apply, and that the landlord will actually have 4 years to sue. That said, if you enjoyed the video, please, I guess, like and subscribe. That would be great. If you would like to contact me, again, my information is in the description below. If you have any feedback, or if you disagree with my interpretation of the law, or if you think there's something that I could do better, maybe I could have explained that more clearly. I don't know. Go ahead and let me know your feedback in the comments. And thanks for watching. Take care.